Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hahkan from the Two Count Podcast, and what I'm doing right now is I just wanted to go over a few things. I don't want to call this a rant or anything like that. It's really just my opinions, kind of like a state of the WWE Address or the WWE versus wrestling in general. You know, it's basically I just feel like what's going on right now, which is it's nothing new. You know, it's Wrestlemania season, right? And a lot of the product right now, a lot of the quality of what WWE's putting out, it's very mediocre. Is probably being nice with it. It's not right. It's not where I would like it to be. And I'm gonna go into that and explain little things about WrestleMania and why I feel like it is. I'm not gonna try to make this video too long, but basically, when it comes down to it, right? We have some matches already set up, and it's looking pretty. I guess you could say it's looking pretty slim compared to last year. The main one I would want to talk about, I've just been really thinking about it, is we have The Undertaker versus it's looking like it's going to be The Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. And one thing, if you've listened to us here on the Two Count Podcast, you know me, and you know that Bray Wyatt is my right now, he is my top guy right now in WWE. He for me, everything that dude puts out is it's great. It's gold for me. And also, it's like The Undertaker growing up was like one of my favorite wrestlers as well. And you would think that something like this happening, where the chances of them facing each other is going to happen, you would think that I would be really, really up for it. But honestly, I see a lot of flaws with it, and I don't know who else out there actually doesn't like this idea. But my main reason is I really don't see much out of this. Okay, a lot of people are saying that, okay, Bray Wyatt is going to face The Undertaker, and this is going to get him over. There's a lot of things wrong with that statement as it is. One, Bray Wyatt doesn't even need The Undertaker to get him over. I feel like his matches with John Cena and other matches have established him to a good enough point where he's not an up and comer and doesn't need to get like a push or anything like that, right? I mean, he can always get to a better point, a better position in the company, but he doesn't need a fight against The Undertaker at WrestleMania to do anything. Now, you could say that he could use a win over The Undertaker at WrestleMania, aka him breaking the streak. But wait, we can't do that because the streak is already done. And that brings me to my other point. You're bringing back The Undertaker when the streak is already done. So how and why am I supposed to care whatever The Undertaker does from now on, if he doesn't have the streak? For years, they have been building this man to be basically, you know, I love The Undertaker, but he's basically a one-trick pony. He comes at WrestleMania, and someone tries to beat the streak every time. Some people got him really close, but it has never happened up until last year. So, and you know, and I just see so much wrong with him trying to come back, trying to get into shape when the guy is ready to retire, and they just need to let him retire. And a lot of people could say, oh, this could be his match. This could be the one that actually puts him down. If they were gonna do that, then they needed to end the streak on that note, not have him already have a loss at WrestleMania and then end up going into a second loss at WrestleMania, even if it is against Bray Wyatt. So, you know, and we'll see how it plays out. I love wrestling, and I'm optimistic to see what they can do. But right now, it's just not. It's not exciting for me, and it's kind of like I just hate that Bray Wyatt is actually kind of involved in this, to be honest with you guys. But like I said, my opinion, and I'm hoping for the best. I know they're gonna come out with something cool, and you know it would be a great little match. But I don't see the magnitude of how the magnitude of the match or the outcome of the match like it was last year. The other matches we have so far, not much else, I guess, at this point. We got about, from now, we got about a month of storylines, I guess. Maybe 3 weeks, I don't know, something like that. Sting and Triple H got confirmed. Now, on the reverse side of my Undertaker thing, a lot of people are... I'm actually really excited for this Sting match. I'm a huge fan of Sting and Triple H as people, and I think this match is actually going to surprise a lot of people. A lot of people don't think that Sting can go. They may have seen him in TNA, not doing much, but I watched him for a lot of his duration in TNA, and the dude can still go, man. You know, it's very, very unlike what the Undertaker is going through right now, where I don't really see him being able to compete. But Sting, I think he still kind of has it. And to go with go against someone like Triple H, they've been prolonging this for a long time. I think it actually makes more sense, and it's a good match. You know, there's not much on the line for it right now. They may add a stipulation later, but right now I'm already very excited for that one. So far, that is probably the only match that I see that's worth my time, I guess. I guess that brings me to the last major match they're gonna have is the world title match. So as of right now, okay, let's think about this. As of right now, Daniel Bryan is technically not on the card, and that's already a huge problem as it is. Now I know he may actually have some issues. He actually might have some health issues where he's not cleared. I'm not completely confirmed on that, but right now your main event is Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the title, right? And there's rumors and stuff, and you know, for me, I don't like to wrap my head in my mind and develop my thoughts around rumors. There's a lot of rumors going around. I think they already got squashed, but pretty much I don't like doing that. I like to look at the situation as it is and just think about it like that. And as of right now, I guess I can say, although I'm basically not a fan of Roman Reigns at all in any kind of way. Over the last few months, I would say he has probably he's gotten a little bit more comfortable, I guess. I mean, a slight comfortable on the mic, maybe. But there's just no passion there. And then the other guy across the way is Brock Lesnar, which is, you know, there's no passion and no heart in this main event right now at all. You got Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. They both have no love for wrestling. You know, yeah, they're entertainers, but you know, I really wish we had people that love wrestling in the main events of these things. Now, the one silver lining, and all the guys are gonna know, you know, what that silver lining is of course Mr. Moneybank, Seth Rollins. He's the little light at the end of this really long, dark tunnel that we're looking at right now. And basically, I'll put it like this. I hate the main event, but if Seth Rollins cashes in, then it will be the best WrestleMania I have ever watched. If he walks out of California the champion, at the end of the day, all said and done, no bullshit, then I actually will be surprised. I really will be, and that will literally change the entire card for me if they actually just let him do this. Because Seth Rollins, however you feel about him, the man loves wrestling, always has, and he is probably one of the best actual wrestlers they have on the roster right now. And also, obviously, I'm a big supporter of him, and I'm glad he still has that Money in the Bank. And I really hope that they actually go ahead and do it and let it happen. Now, it's wishful thinking, and I don't like really doing that. I don't like wishing for something, because when it doesn't happen, it's a really big letdown. But I'm just explaining how bad this main event is going to be. Maybe not in ring. Maybe, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar actually may have a great match or whatever you want to call that. But like I said, I want the passion and the love for wrestling to shine on that, and not having Dan Bryan on the card and Seth Rollins facing someone against Randy Orton probably, but not cashing in or not even doing anything like that. It's gonna be kind of slim for me, and that's the only thing is I know I shouldn't really be too concerned about what happens. It is WWE. Which kind of brings me to my last point I'm going to get at. I'm going to wrap it up. I think this has been going on probably already too long. I just really wanted to get a few things in. But the last thing is something I'm going to call WWE versus the world of wrestling. And in this case, it's like basically I am loving wrestling right now, but I'm not loving WWE. And there's so many things going on right now in in wrestling that makes me not care as much right now. And a lot of the guys, they're starting to realize it. But personally, I don't really care about WWE, with the exception of one thing, and that's NXT. Every week, NXT has been great for me, and it's been a great product, and I love the roster and all that stuff. But when it comes to WWE main roster and this road to WrestleMania, it's not there. I mean, every Raw and SmackDown has been a bore. The matches are terrible. I'm not going to even go into what the fuck's going on right now in the Divas division. But it's just pathetic for me. Trying to get this card looking right. It's not as good as definitely not as good as last year's, and not as good as years before. But it's just pathetic. And when you have greatness happening elsewhere, Ring of Honor, Reality of Wrestling, Lucha Underground, and not to mention the various indie events that's been happening. Like, when you have greatness like that happening, it's like, why? And if you're a wrestling fan, why put all your eggs into one basket with the WWE? And you should be checking this out. It still saddens me that a lot of people don't get involved in other wrestling promotions, and they're so stuck on pretty much just WWE. And that's fine, that's understandable. I know it's not the easiest thing to be a wrestling fan and to keep going out and trying to find other things, but I have a love and passion for wrestling, and that's why I'm here. And I thank the 2 Count Podcast for letting me have a platform to speak my mind, because it's been something that has really grown to really be a part of me. It always has been, but it's been even more so lately, as of late in the last few years. So, like I said, I do. This is a shout out to all my guys in the 2 Count Podcast, all those bros, Benny, Jerry, Zach, and Alvin. We are the 2 Count Podcast, and this is what we do. We talk about wrestling. We love it, and basically this is it. I just wanted to kind of go over that stuff, and send us your thoughts and opinions about what's going on with wrestling, or at least with WWE right now, and what you like, what you don't like, and send us some questions. We're on all the social networks. You can find us at the 2 Count Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, but definitely go to our Facebook. This is where we post the more updated of our episodes via YouTube. So please go and check us out. And always remember, you need to kick out at 2.